Marriage is a promise between two people who love each other and who trust in that love. They honor each other as individuals and choose to spend the rest of their lives together. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Joey, and I'm Heather's oldest brother. Coincidentally, I knew Mike before Heather did, as we were friends when we were in kindergarten. We were friends for a few years, went to each other's birthday parties, and grew apart after family's Mike moved away. Now, almost 20 years later, we're reunited. The night after the first time Heather met Mike, she asked me what I thought of him, since she knew we were childhood friends. The only thing I could remember from almost 20 years before was he was good at basketball and he could not live without video games. To this day, only one of those remains true. As Mike and I caught up, I realized why we were friends for so many years, because of how much we have in common and what a great guy he is. It makes me extremely happy to have my baby sister find someone so perfect that treats her like the queen that she is. I couldn't have chosen a better husband for her and new brother for me.
Mike, I cannot believe that this day has come already. Some days it feels like we just met, and other days it feels like we've been together for many years. As you know, and most people know here, you drive me absolutely insane when we first started dating, and still, almost 3 years later, you still do. But there are many things I do love about you. You are the sweetest, most loving and kind person that I've ever known. Your passion for things is incredibly admiring and quite possibly one of my favorite traits about you. I aspire to be as tender and caring as you are. I appreciate everything that you have done for me and for us, even if I don't tell you enough. You believe in me and you have shown me to love unconditionally. I love our Sunday mornings together spent doing nothing, and I look forward to them weekly. I truly think that I fall in love with you more each and every day that we spend together. I absolutely love how you love your family and now how you love my family. And it makes me so happy to think about our future together. And then one day, when we have a family of our own, I know you'll be an amazing father. I promise to laugh with you, to believe in you, and to always support you in everything that you do, unless you're buying another pair of ugly shoes. I vow to always be there for you. I vow to always love you unconditionally. I vow to drive you insane for the next 70 years of our lives. I vow to always kiss you goodnight and never go to bed mad at each other. I vow to be there for you in sickness, which has already happened with your surgery, and in health. I vow to let you play your video games while I read my books, only if we get a new couch for the basement. And I vow to tell you that I love you every day for the rest of our lives. You are my last first king, my last first kiss, my king, and I love you always.
You know I'm weird about numbers and times and dates, so while you spent around 15 months thinking about this day, I've spent exactly 1,022 days thinking about the day that I marry you. On November 22nd, 2014, I told you I love you, and since then, I've committed everything I'm about to say to us. So while I'm professing my vows to you at this very moment, in front of all of our friends and family, I've been living with these vows for almost 3 years. For the most part, you have a choice on who you're married. We don't need to do this. It's going to take a lot of work, and just like a roller coaster, we will have our highs and our lows. And it can be scary, especially since you're terrified of roller coasters. However, in my case, I need to marry you. If you look at the people behind me and ask their opinion of you, they'll say how much you ground me, keep me happy, handle my imperfections extremely well, and you won't hesitate to give me a hard time when I deserve it. Not only do I need to marry you, you're the only person they'd ever want to see me with. When I think about my life with you in the past, the present, and the future, I'm humbled that you chose me. I will always respect you, I will always be faithful to you, challenge you, and love you. Whether you need me just a little or a whole lot, I'll always be there for you.
Heather has made Mike less grumpy, and ever since he met her, he's been so much lighter and carefree, and Mike knew Heather was his forever queen immediately, and I'm so happy for them. Be each other's biggest fans and just have fun, because life is crazy and you need to be each other's rocks forever.
I wanted so bad for you to be as happy as you can be, because you deserve that. Then one night you met Heather, and that was all taken care of. Heather, you're such an incredible person, and I'm so happy to call you family and my sister-in-law.
I'm truly happy that Michael crowned himself such a beautiful queen. I love you both and wish you a lifetime of love and happiness. Cheers.
But the biggest thing I want to point out, and I don't want to embarrass him or anything, the first time I saw him cry was today when he saw you. That's what I knew it was done.
Mike, right before you met Heather, she came up to visit me in Ohio. And I took her out to have a great time in Cleveland, and her and I spent many of those nights up just talking about guys and how she wanted to find the perfect guy. And I remember her leaving that trip and me praying and wishing and hoping that my best friend would find that perfect guy, and the guy that puts her first, and the guy that puts so much effort into just making her happy every day. Lucky enough, a few weeks later, she yelled at you at a bar. And you thought that was the greatest thing ever and said, sign me up. What really made me see was the following year for her birthday. And I saw how happy she was. And that is the effort she deserves. And I hope that you put that effort in every day.
And no matter what, when I leave to go to work in the morning and when we go to bed at night, I'll always tell you I love you more. Because on November 22nd, 2014, today and tomorrow, I always will. Now let's get married so I can finally call you my wife.